Oh, welcome back. I tell you what, I'm exhausted. Kevin Rail, thanks so much. Great to see you. Great to have you on the show. You're a fantastic inspiration for all you viewers out there. Kevin's going to be around, so he's going to be helping me, and he's going to be helping you put your inspiration level where it needs to be and your technique right alongside it. But after all that's over, well, it's time to hit the showers and get something that will rehydrate you from all of the important physiological work that you've been doing. And fortunately for all of us, Kirsten Fox is here right in the breach. How are you?
Hello.
Welcome back.
Good to see you. I'm not sure I'd really throw wine in the rehydration category.
Listen, this is not, there's no journalism happening on this show. There's information and there's entertainment, but there's no journalism. So if I fall short of my professional responsibility as a journalist, well, I'm not a journalist.
All right. So we're just about entertainment today. Perfect.
How's your summer?
Oh, it's going so beautifully. Just having a lot of fun. Lots of exciting wine stuff going on in the world, yes.
Good for you.
It's fun.
What's the latest from the Fox School of Wines?
Well, I had to bring this in because we had a wine that got a B+ that was priced at almost free.
Wow.
And I just was like, you know, these are bargains that we got to highlight.
We have to tell the people.
We do. It's a moral obligation, really, to bring this to my fellow man and woman, mostly, of course, the women. So, anyway, this wine, I will pull it up here. Shoe Fly by Buzzcut. No, excuse me. Shoe Fly makes Buzzcut. It's out of Australia.
I'm going to do the vanity shot here.
You do the vanity shot. Yes, lovely. So this wine out of Australia is a mix of about 15 types of wine.
Really?
Grapes, yes, in it.
15 types of grapes?
It's crazy.
I don't think I've ever heard of such a thing.
A crazy mix. And do you see the little cute little fly on there?
Oh, it's above the actual label.
Yes, it's so cute.
That feels like a bonus right there.
I mean, literally, you get a little holographic fly. This wine was, and shall I pour us some?
Please.
Of course. B+ by the students of Fox School of Wine. It'll knock you down, pulling out about $4.49 out of your pocket.
And this is from a state liquor store here in Utah.
State liquor store.
Okay.
We get it cheaper here in Utah than they sell it at the winery in Australia.
Whoa.
And I actually had a Master of Wine student in the class the night that we had this. This was a picnic wine. I thought Shoe Fly was appropriate for a picnic.
Sure.
So we had this wine, and she gave it a B+ as well. We had her separately grade the wines.
Right.
I didn't want to taint the students.
Right,
you know, they would be like watching what she graded and be like,
copying off the.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. You know. So, cheers.
Cheers.
And
so tell me about the grapes.
So the grapes, yeah, they're literally. I can't even begin.
That many.
Can't begin to tell you.
I've never heard of such a thing. Usually, you know, the French do 3, maybe 4 grapes with a tiny amount of Mourvedre or something that's like 3% in a red.
Okay, so let me tell you the other people that thought this was awesome. 87 points International Wine Cellar, 86 points Wine Advocate, 86 points Wine Spectator.
I love it. I really do.
For $4.49.
Well, and I think that I think we all have moments when we choose to drink an inexpensive wine, primarily because it's inexpensive and just because of just
and it's picnic. Throw it in your picnic basket.
Exactly, but a wine that's that inexpensive that, pardon my French, oh my gosh, it doesn't suck.
Yeah, it's actually tasty.
It's very good.
And then I did bring.
Yes, you have the Plastiche, very nice.
$1 plastic wine glasses.
Where are these from?
At the dollar store.
At the dollar store.
Yeah.
One of my wife's favorite shopping haunts.
So we've got that as a bargain as well. I also brought the big boy. This is Segura Viudas.
One of my favorites.
Yep.
And this is kind of the regular bottle. I know they have one that's a really fancy bottle that they used to do that was kind of an homage to the Sagrada Familia.
And they do that
Barcelona.
still.
They
it's
do.
the Heredad, and it's got the silver on it, and it's got a coat. It's beautiful. It's got a big medallion on the front. But this wine, 2 bottles of it, $17.99 in that bottle right there. So if you're throwing down some sparkling wine, this isn't even going to set you back $20, and you've got basically 12 glasses of wine in that. So that is and that consistently gets great ratings from our students.
And I've, like I say, I've always enjoyed Segura Viudas, and I forget, what is it? It's like the 7 widows or something like that, I think is what viuda is, I know, is widow in Spanish.
It also is, well, viuda can also be truth or fortune.
Oh,
it's also a different.
Wow, we have competing theories about what this means. I love
sure
it.
Fortune, sure widow.
Love it.
I don't know. I'll take the fortune. And the other red wine. I thought, oh, we've got a still white, we've got a sparkling. I've got to bring in a red wine for your edification. By the way, the Segura Viudas got 90 points from Wine and Spirits. Best buy.
And that's hard to do.
I mean, literally 90 points at under $10 a bottle or under 20 for a Magnum. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's
the
fantastic.
red Underwood Cellars Pinot Noir.
Okay.
It's $9.99, got an A-, 88 points from Wine and Spirits. So that was our red. I didn't have a bottle of it at home. But awesome red to try. Underwood Cellars Pinot Noir out of Oregon. Great value, and we love seeing those values for summer and really any time.
Absolutely, and I think it's important to point out that the Northwest is such a fantastic area and especially for certain grapes, and they really have gotten, you usually think of a limestone-rich soil for Pinot Noirs, but they are, and low moisture in the soil. But man, you can almost just say, is it from Oregon and it's a Pinot Noir?
Yeah.
It's good. They
cannot
cannot screw it up, it seems like, up there.
Yeah,
so Underwood, huh?
They're Underwood, and it's one of the cheaper Pinot Noirs, because Pinot's a very challenging grape to grow. I mean, the skin's really thin on it, hard to grow, hard to ferment, really just a challenging grape. But they are the same latitude as Burgundy, which is all red Pinot. I mean, that they do there is Pinot Noir. So it is really an interesting study, but it is out of a lot more moisture. So they have to fight a lot more of the molds and those kinds of things up there.
But they're clearly doing so successfully.
They're doing a great job.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
So you got classes coming up for folks?
We do. We have a sold-out class this coming Saturday on South African wines.
Okay.
The next wine class, oh dear goodness, is going to slip my mind.
FoxSchoolOfWines.com.
I cannot even begin to tell you.
Well, I'll just do the endorsement thing that I love to do at this point in our conversation and say, folks, go to the FoxSchoolOfWines.com because Kirsten Fox really is a fantastic educator. You won't feel overwhelmed, fair to say. You'll learn you'll learn a ton. You'll have a great time. I think your format, you got it figured out.
We did something really fun this summer, which I think was going to stick around. We added a 6th wine that is covered in a velvet bag, and we pour it at the end of the night. It's a blind tasting.
Nice.
And if you do our blind tasting challenge and you get it right, you go on our honor roll on our website. How long has it been since you've been on?
We all want to be on Kirsten Fox's good side. I'm just going to say that.
Honor roll and wine school. How much better?
So we got to go. So next time we're going to talk about Culinary Wine Institute. This is something new that's happening in Park City. The CEO of the Culinary Wine Institute is sitting right next to me. We got so much to get to on this show.
More wine.
So we'll do it next time.
Thank you,
Great
Terry.
to see you. Thank you so much.
Good to see you.
All the best. FoxSchoolOfWines.com. We're going to do some weather right after this. And if you've been outside at all today, you know that there's some weather coming our way. Liz Sweeney will tell us what it's all about. Stay tuned to Mountain Views on Park City Television.